want to shuffle these bad boys. That's what I do. That's what I do. Keeps me going, man. Keeps me going. Those are you, aren't they?
Yeah, my friend. Yeah.
Those are me. I am 197. Whatever.
I'm on the 4, sorry. So
Whatever, mate.
Well, you knew that already, though. Well, obviously.
Did have an idea.
Right, so remind me this, though. We've got Obi-Wan CLT, Plo CLT.
Yep.
What iron cannon?
Yeah, iron cannon, and it's broadside, so he's going to want to be facing out the sides.
And then he's got proton bombs.
And he's got proton bombs with delayed fuses.
Yep.
And then Wolffe.
On his own. Okay.
And I've got those charges there, but Wolffe will be followed by that. So it's a reminder to do the rotate. Yeah, and then those. So I imagine you're giving me initiative because you're horrible.
Yeah.
Are we on a different kind of level? Or are we left right? Okay, great. Let me know when you start, and I'll start mine as well then. Yeah? So we can keep an eye on it. So you're giving it to me? I played you absolutely ace. And you fucking beat the shit out of me. Controversial. Okay, so put my shit on it.
I've got 4, so not.
Right, here's the 3. Ridiculous. And that's the charge following.
Yep.
Your fault. His arm, by the way, this one is facing to my
Backdraft is starting forwards.
Okay. Backdraft not?
Backdraft's ability is I shoot backwards.
Yeah, no, I know that. I mean,
Fanatical, and then gunner
stays with 3 out front.
or I double tap. If I double tap, I don't get 3 out front.
Right.
And then the
Yeah. And then Daredevil on Vonreg. How much do you put? It's you! God, Daryl! Oh my god. I've got this here.
You use the time to fill it out, I have it. So, 59. 80.
Hang on, 50.
I'm going to fill out the city card. There you go. This is ready for the rest of the games now, so.
Yeah. And then I can keep track of it by you. That's great, thank you. Am I putting down my 5s?
Yeah.
4 points. Right.
Okay, there you go, man.
We just keep it right there so we can each see it. Yeah. But I'm not going to take it. Right, okay.
Right, so just my 2 now, yeah? Yeah, wait, on, ready, and go.
Okay, welcome back to the Firestorm Squadron Firecast coverage of round 2 of the UK System Open here in Milton Keynes. So today we have a 1/8 off, Joel North against Dale Cromwell. Dale Cromwell coming in with the First Order, flying Major Vonreg with Daredevil Advanced Optics. Major Vonreg with Daredevil, Kylo Ren with Advanced Optics, and Backdraft with Fanatical Advanced Optics and Special Forces Gunner. And Joel North coming in with the Republic with Broadside with the Iron Cannon Turret and Proton Bombs and Delayed Fuses. Obi-Wan Kenobi with Calibrated Laser Targeting. Plo Koon with Calibrated Laser Targeting. And Wolffe in the Arc. So let us know on the chat who you think is going to come out of this battle of two X-Wing heavyweights. All with wonderfully painted ships, I must say. I'm not sure that detail's coming through on the camera so well, but they look fantastic. So that's a normal barrel roll, not a fine-tuned controls barrel roll. Kylo doing Kylo things, 5 straight, and barrel rolling in. Setting up on the opposite corners here, so could have a bit of a jostle for position before we get the first engagement. That's the new interceptor ship there. Major Vonreg. So the TIE Interceptor Major Vonreg coming in at Initiative 6. With the ability, during the system stage you may choose one enemy ship in your bullseye arc. That ship gains 1 deplete or strain token of your choice. So that's quite nasty. And this ship also has fine-tuned thrusters. Again, apologies if you're tuning in expecting to hear Nick, Phil and Dom on the stream today. They're actually playing, so you're stuck with me. My name's Neil, I come from Southampton, and I'm very new at this, so please take it easy with me. Apologies in advance for any mistakes that are made. Good news is that the worst day that Nick, Dom and Phil have, the better day you have, because if they drop out, they'll be here to take over. So just a reminder what we're all here playing for. We're all playing for tokens to get things from the shiny prize wall. You get 4 when you first arrive in the competition, and then you get 1 for every game you play, plus an extra 1 for a win. So 2 tickets if you win, 1 if you lose. I understand that quite a few people have already traded in their initial 4 to get hold of the damage deck, which I must say looks amazing.
Oh shit, right, so he should be one, and that's who was. The dials are leaking, so I'll go with this.
Slight mix up on the dials there about which one to use which ships, but I think as it's early in the game, they're going to work it out between them. Picked up the Jedi dial for Wolffe and vice versa. So just a reminder, if you're out there listening and watching, don't forget to subscribe, like, and all the other things you can do to support the Firecast Squadron. If you really like what they're doing, you're more than welcome to contribute on the tip service, which is on the chat at the moment. They put all the money back into the equipment and the travel and everything else. It really helps them fund the stream. And don't worry, when they usually meet, which is every other Friday, the quality of the commentary is much, much better, and there's lots of banter and lots of interesting points. So don't judge the stream by what I'm saying. So if you can contribute and want to contribute, please do. Links on screen. So we're just sorting out here which ship's doing well up. Bit of a wrong dial picked up situation. There we go, all sorted out. Some really good sportsmanship there, with letting the dials be rearranged. Two bank in there from Kylo Ren. So what does the chat think about the new Kylo Ren model compared to the version 1, which was obviously huge, and now we've got a more reasonably proportioned one? I like the change. Cheeky boost from Kylo Ren. And a 3 bank from Major Vonreg. Now Major Von, I don't usually fly First Order. The Major Vonreg is definitely a ship that I would get me into that faction, mainly because I love flying Suntafel, and I think there's quite a lot of ways similar in how they act. For the people on chat, is there a particular faction that you play purely just because your favourite pilot is in that faction? And currently on chat, old Kylo is winning 2-1. Some dice. First shot of the game coming in. Kylo. One shield off Broadside. We're back to dial. Gooserick saying the Scum Bobber is the reason why he plays in the Scum faction. Completely agree. Wonderful ship, and such an iconic character considering he had, 7 lines in the films or something? So yeah, completely agree. So just an interesting discussion on Vonreg there about his ability. It's that you have to be in the Bullseye's arc at the start of the system phase. So it's something you have to set up the time for. Quite nasty though, if you can pull that off. The ship that you're targeting gains a deplete or a strain token of Vonreg player's choice. So that's quite tidy. Should note that the fine-tuned thrusters on Vonreg ship also is slightly different to the, for example, the Imperial Interceptor. In that after you fully execute a maneuver, if you're not depleted or strained, you may gain 1 deplete or strain token to perform a target lock or a barrel roll. So lots of options to play with there as well. Resim, I will take that as a note, and I will definitely ask you after the Resistance B-Wings come out whether they've got you into the Resistance faction or not. Just thinking now, this game is shaping up quite nicely with some interesting tactics here. So Joel North trying to hold that top left-hand quadrant, and the First Order sweeping in to try and get the shots. I think this might be quite a crucial turn for the engagement now, to see who gets the best angles. Obviously there's a lot of reposition in both these lists, so it'll be interesting to see who drops shots and who gets as many enemy ships in arc as possible. And of course, on the Republic side, we're ideally going for the bullseye arc, not the full arc, so that the CLT triggers, granting the extra focus result on the attack. So just while they're thinking, a quick shout out, same as in the first round, for the Camino Open. This is a charity X-Wing tournament taking place on Saturday the 22nd of February between 9 o'clock and 6 o'clock in Gillingham. Entrance fee is a £15 donation with a guaranteed prize for all participants, and all proceeds go to the Brain Truma charity in memory of Nathan Lennis. So a really, really great cause. For more details, if you've got that weekend free, take a look on Facebook, search for the Camino Open, and support this wonderful cause. So that's a Proton Bomb coming in from Broadside, and I think they're using a delayed charge there. Delayed fuse, I should say. Thank you, Potet Salat1, for following. Good to see you. So delayed fuse means that bomb doesn't go off until next system phase. Interesting ruling on delayed fuses for this tournament, in that if you're using them with cluster mines, you need to use 1 delayed fuse per template. So if you want to put delayed fuses on all your cluster bombs, you have to use 3 charges on the delayed fuse. So it could be an interesting situation. Plo 1 banking in, which is why there's a delayed fuse on the bomb. Focusing up. So a bit of a bump there. Obi-Wan bumping it to Broadside. Kylo 2 banking. That gets rid of his stress. taking the focus, thinking about linking it. I agree with Gasek. Vonreg totally is looking hungry for some Jedi. Well phrased. I think he just needs to be a little bit careful about the Proton Bomb with the delayed fuse for next turn, but otherwise it's some good positioning there. Kylo boosting in and taking the focus. 3 bank from the Major. I really like the delayed fuses mechanic. So I think that one of the strengths of bombs are that they make your opponent play differently to how they really would do. Even if you don't drop the bomb, you still got to think about them. And then adding in the delayed fuses just adds another flavour to that. And you know, it's, as we can see here, Dale's got a really tough decision to make because he's now got to think so far in advance and plan around that bomb going off next turn. Now, a player of Dale's quality would be doing that anyway, but for maybe some newer players or less experienced players, it's definitely going to add another element to their thinking. Voltron Goldfish, which by the way is an awesome username, is pushing Dale to choose violence. I assume that's related to the game. And this moment in the game right here is why these two players are so highly regarded in the community and why I am on stream. I never take enough thinking when it comes to decisions like this, and it always catches me out. So this is a really good example of two really good players just lining up everything in their minds and making sure that they get the tactics right, not just for this turn but the subsequent turns, like a game of chess. It's very impressive to see. Just while that thinking's going on, shout out to the Southampton X-Wing community. I believe they are calling themselves the Meerkats these days, based out of Musket Bulls in Shirley. If any of you are on chat, give us a wave, say hello. I promise I will remember your names. Darth Ross, if you're out there, my apologies for a couple of weeks ago. Taking the target lock on Broadside there for the deplete, using the ship ability, and the focus for the action. So Vonreg engaging Broadside. Of course, the downside of delayed fuses is you've got to be really careful when you take them off the bombs. So, Vonreg. 2 dice. Spending the target up, which gets rid of the deplete. 1 crit coming in on Broadside. Comes a hit because of the ship ability on Broadside. Spends the focus to avoid. No damage done. Obi-Wan shooting first. Looks like it might just be out of range of Vonreg. And out of arc on Kylo. Plo's going to have to take a shot. It's like a blank eyeball out of hand.
I mean, yeah. So that's blank,
Spends a force to turn the
and then
blank to a hit.
yeah.
4 defense dice from Vonreg because of the range. And evaded. Colour shot. Range 2 into Broadside. Yeah, so hit, focus blank becomes force into a hit, and advanced optics for a hit. So 3 hits.
Shield, shield.
2 shields and a damage going in on Broadside, which is half points. Wolffe's out of arc. Backdraft, range 3. 3 dice because of Special Forces Gunner. Spending optics for 3 hits. 1 evade, so 2 more damage on Broadside. So advanced optics is spend a focus to turn a blank to a hit.
Right, so that's 3. That's range 3, so can't do that. Kylo.
Ion Cannon coming in on Kylo from Broadside. Hitting a crit. 3 evade dice coming back. 2 evades. Well, 1 evade and spending the force for the second evade. Regenning force now as we go back to dials. We will take a look at the dice cam between rounds. I don't think those green dice are coming up particularly well, so we'll check into that. So questioning on Broadside why the crit was turned down to a focus, to a normal hit. That's because of the ship ability on the Republic Y-Wing plated hull. While you defend, if you're not critically damaged, you may change 1 crit to a hit. So very, very useful ability there until you get that first crit goes through.
That one going out line.
So we're in the planning phase now. It's going to be interesting this turn. With the Republic ships being corralled in that top corner, it's limiting the movement options for everybody really, so we'll see how this works out. Thank you for the clarification there, Ducky Russ. Just to confirm, me at least, I'm here for as a spectator really only. I'm not going to be involved with any kind of rules discussions with the players, just because I doesn't seem fair to me. But you are right, so thank you for pointing that out. You're also right, I don't think it was relevant because it was evaded. But yep, good catch, thank you. Ah, Mr. Phil Pond has come to join us. This could be very good news or very bad news. Let's find out. Hi, Phil.
Hello.
Good news or bad news?
Same kind of result as last game.
So, good news.
It was triple silencers, guys' first major tournament, and I've been practicing against Chivers.
I don't think anything else needs to be said on that front, really. Yeah.
But hello, stream. I'm back again. This is what we're doing each and every round. If I have the time, if the game finishes early for me, then I'll come and sit down. If it goes to time, I won't, unfortunately. But good to be back here. So, Dale versus Joel. This will be a good game to watch. Has Dale just been jousting everything in sight?
He's been setting up for the joust, yeah.
This is Dale. This is what he does.
2 proton bombs on the table, though, so he's got to be a little careful on his approach.
Yeah. Looks like the blue screen's been knocked.
Sorry?
Looks like the blue screen's been knocked slightly.
Yeah, it's also a folder, a card folder.
Right, okay, that'll be that. That'll be why then. I'll get to move or something. Yes, no, Dale, if you don't know who Dale is, well, Dale is awesome. But also, so excuse me there, yeah, Dale likes to joust. Likes to joust everything in sight. Joel's also a very good player though. I played him at the Aldershot Hyperspace Trial. I've played Joel a few times. He's a really nice guy. Both of them are really nice guys. Dale especially is really nice. Thanks, Gary. Yeah, it's good to be 2-0 so far, and 400, well, 800 now points for MOV.
I'm just worried that you're not getting your value for money from your ticket, Phil, because your games are ending so quickly.
It means the next game's going to be probably a hard one, but so Paul Strike's saying, morning everyone, Gus couldn't be there, moving overseas through a spanner in the works. Yes, that would throw a major spanner in the works. However, thank you for watching along, at least you can still be part of it all. But sorry you're not here, but at least you can watch along.
Where'd you move to, Paul?
Yes.
Where are you at the moment? Where are you watching from?
Always split tens, value for money. It's a love of these guys. Yeah, but both Dale and Joel are great players.
41 minutes remaining in your round.
Boosting with fire good controls and action from focus.
Yeah. He's moved to New Jersey apparently.
Ah, very nice.
I haven't been to New Jersey. I've been to Boston though. I'm a massive Patriots fan. I went out there last year, so oh no, year before now.
Spending a force for a boost on the Jedi.
Apparently Paul went
Kenobi.
through the Philadelphia system opening. Well done there. Nice result. Yeah, I mean Joel just wants to get out and get out fast. He doesn't want to be sat in that
getting
arc.
way out of the way of his own proton bomb.
Yeah, he doesn't want to take the bomb, doesn't want to eat anything. He just wants to get out and get out fast.
Quite a hard twoing away from the bombs, over the debris.
Yep.
Rick, thank you very much for the follow.
Indeed, thank you very much. Again, everyone's following or subscribing or whatever you're doing, keep it up. We love it, and thanks for being here. Actually played Phil UK Cisco from round 1 last year. Yes, I remember we did. Yeah, that was quite a while ago. That was a horrible event for me, but at least it was all good. Again, Bundler23, thank you for the follow as well. We appreciate it all. So Del, although he likes jousting, can be careful at times. He doesn't want to get too near to that bomb, obviously. He doesn't want to get too near to Broadside. Doesn't want to get I mean, for Dale was the worst thing, because if he, Vonreg, 2-hull, 2 shields. It's an interceptor with an extra shield, basically. I mean, 3-hull on interceptor, 2-hull, 2 shields on here. It's the same thing. You don't want to take an eye. You take an eye on it, it's a dead ship. If you take advantage of it, it's not good. Backdraft is okay. He can take it if he needs to. Kylo really doesn't want to take it either. Oh, now does this clip the debris? This may not be a good thing for Vonreg.
Did that
It is very close indeed.
Nope.
Nope, takes lock, so.
Takes the lock with his...
Yep, so it takes probably a strain token.
bomb, I think, still clips him.
Yes, but at this point he's chosen violence, which I always approve of. He's taken a shield,
Taking a
however,
shield.
he's taken a deplete token to then go with a lock and focus. Yeah,
It's probably a good trade there.
yeah. I mean, he wants to try and take out Jedi as quickly as possible. I think it's Plo down the bottom there. No.
This is Vonreg, range 1 into Plo. So to take the strain rather than deplete, so he's rolling the 4 dice.
Yeah.
Spending the target log to re-roll that 4th dice.
And then he'll spend the focus for 4 hits.
4 hits, so definitely one going through.
Okay, yeah, so with the second microphone, we have a bit of an issue where it doesn't pick it up unless it's quite close to Sebastian's mouth, so we are trying to kind of... Sorry for the strange noise, we do apologize.
Range 1 coming in from Kylo onto Wolffe. So this could hurt.
Yep. Not exactly the best dice roll for Dale. Good question, Paul. I love both the guys as well. I have played both of these guys a couple of times. You just root for a good game. That's what you root for. You root for a good game in this scenario.
Four dice coming in on Kylo.
Yep.
Spending Wolffe's charge for a reroll.
So he uses Obi's ability to keep focus there for 3 hits.
No, can't Obi out of range. It's range
Oh, yeah,
1
sure,
to 2.
sure. So it's supposed to focus though.
Spends the focus anyway.
Yeah, which is
3
a
hits.
call. Again, choose violence. 1 of a 2 focuses, spends focus.
Spends the focus.
Absolutely fine.
Bounces.
Yeah. Bounces off. Yeah, Tyrant's there, exactly what I said. You root for a good, fair game, and here with these 2 players, you're going to get a good game.
Now just deciding whether to try and finish off Broadside or to go into Wolffe. Wolffe's range 1, Broadside's range 2.
Personally, I take Broadside.
I'll try and kill Broadside.
Yeah, he doesn't want the ion cannon on the board.
So he's going for Broadside.
Yeah, he doesn't want the ion cannon on the board. That's the big thing. He wants to try and get that off as quickly as he can.
It's like 3 natural hits out of hand.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
Dale
Spence
for you.
focus. Spence
Focus.
focus.
That's Dale for you there. Dale just rolls stupid.
2 of 8,
2 of
just
eights,
the 1.
Just the 1. Broadside lives on 1. It's that, and now he doesn't have to spend a focus token either, so he now has that range. He has that ion cannon unimpeded.
Yeah. Going to Kylon.
Yeah.
Range 1 iron cannon,
Yep.
4 dice.
Yeah, 4 dice. Ooh.
So
4.
4 hits with the focus.
Kylo's taken at least 1. Oh no,
It's obstructive, so he had a chance.
And
Just damage.
Dale just knocked it out.
I think it's really important that he avoided the ion there.
Yeah,
so
he
that's
takes
very
one.
good.
Takes 1, but it doesn't take the iron critically. As you said, he doesn't want to take the iron. Taking iron in this scenario is the worst there because Broadside and Wolffe can just literally slow roll it, capitalize. You can bring in Plo if he needs to. Yeah, Vonreg will be sat behind him, but at the same time, if he can kill off Kylo, that's a major win for John. So Joel's having a quick look at the dial. Of course, it's always it's common information. You can ask your opponents for different dials or card abilities or lists or points. It's always that's all common information. That's always what you're allowed to do. And in my games, I'm more than happy if anyone's got a question, more than happy to answer it. For example, I had someone who playing against me last time who didn't know what Slave 1 did, so I built a hard 1 to the left, and I changed it to a hard 1 to the left. And of course, he questioned me, so he dialed hard 1 to the left. I showed him Slave 1 and explained it. So it's just little things like that help your opponent come along. You're not giving away your strategy, you're just helping people out so that you have a good game. At the end of it, you don't want to dig out of it, basically. You want to have a nice, fair game at the end of it. And here at the Open, you're going to have that. You're going to get quality games. We're going to try and provide you quality games here on stream. But yeah, for sure, always have fun. And always choose violence.
Yeah, I completely agree. And you can see here, there's two very experienced players, and they're still asking to check dials and things. And I think that shows that you should never be embarrassed to ask your opponent.
Oh no, never. Although don't listen to me on the always choose violence front. You know, yeah, it's good to have a good result. It's always good to have, you know, don't get greedy. Big thing I learned next is don't get greedy. However, I like violence. So if I rock up range 1 fan with a focus token and I roll 4 focuses, I can guarantee I'm spending that focus token almost every time. But that's just how I play.
Yeah, well, we've got that in common, Phil. Actually, I like rolling dice. It's not always the right decision to do so, but I try my best. And that's probably why I'm commentating rather than playing.
Please be back in your seats, ready to start round 3 for 2:30 this afternoon. We start round 3 at
So Zion Young's there saying he wants to ask for an X-Wing dial on stream. It says embarrassing. No, it shouldn't be, man. It never should be embarrassing. If you want to double check, if you don't know, all you have to do is ask. It's better that you know, and it's always, yeah, your opponent's always going to be a fair game. I mean, there are some opponents that may not be like that, but 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have an opponent who's more than happy to share a dial, just to explain it to you. For example, I often ask, what are the blues? Just so I know. If I'm not sure, I may know it all off by heart, but I still want to double check in case there's something I miss out. You're more than welcome to do that. It's absolutely fine. Just don't feel embarrassed, man. So yeah, my last opponent, it was his first ever tournament.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
completely agree.
Yeah,
And
so I'm more than happy. I went through with Stave 1, so I'm more than happy to explain it to him. So how do you guys feel about Vonreg versus Hollow? So I've been practicing against Martin Chivers a lot. If you guys know Martin Chivers, you know he's very first orientated. For the games we've played, I think Vonreg is better. However, I haven't got enough data on it really to know as yet because he's so new. Joel's done the 3-bank here, and I'm not quite sure it's going to fit.
trying to get around the back of Wolffe. It's close.
Oh, he does.
No, it does
fit.
fit. Yeah, brilliant. Really well judged.
Yeah, no, very well. I mean, these two are very experienced players, and of course we can't quite see accurately from the table, but it's a very close manoeuvre. And there's probably, you know, a fact paper's width in between.
Looks like a bank coming in from Wolffe as well.
So Beard of Death saying Hollow can switch from Sport to Super Aggressor really easy. Love him, but did not play him so far because in Germany not officially released yet. Yeah, well, I've got to give a big shout out to FFG and the OP team here for getting not only the ships legalised but also out in time for people to have them. Now they weren't going to please everyone with that, but at the same time it's better to try and do it than negate it altogether for those who want to fly it. It was a weird situation, however, it's all good at the end of the day. I don't say tried Dale's this week, definitely to figure out the BA. Yeah, it's a hard list to fly. I've been flying as Chivers, and Dale's been it's Chivers plays tester, so yeah, it's a hard list to fly. But if you can get it, you nail it, it's brutal.
This Backdraft, I think, might bump on the Y-wing
He's
with the
gone
hard
for
2.
the hard 3.
Hard 3, sorry, expected. Oh, I don't know, it's close.
It's close.
So again, a really well judged manoeuvre.
Yeah. He's just going to focus rotate, I think. Oh, barrel roll.
Barrel roll, barrel.
Yeah.
Barrel roll rotate.
Yeah, barrel rotate. Also trying to get that shot on Wolffe.
Obi-Wan coming in perhaps to chase down Vonreg, relieve some of the pressure on Plo Koon.
Yep. Functioning controls boost in. So he's going to try and catch Vonreg. That's what I think is probably his ability here. Try and get in the bullseye, get CLT. So Cyberman 1973 is following. Thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, and Christopher time in Sweden. Yeah, what's your real name, man? Username? I might know you because I've been out to Sweden a couple of times now. Again, Diamond Sweden, New Zealand either. Again, it's not easy to get hands on, but FFG have done a fantastic job getting them here for the Open. Ooh, bad little knock there. But
Unlucky.
Again, those two will discuss it. Happy with the position. Once they're agreed, everything's okay.
I mean, and these things happen in tournaments or friendly games, and the guys on stream have dealt with that really well.
Yeah.
Just
so Dale there
look to each other.
Joel there went to Dale saying, you know, I've put him back. However, if you want to reposition to make it fair, you're more than happy to kind of the two players working in tandem. They're both from 186 Squadron, so they both want each one to win. Either way, they've got to make it a fair game.
And it's focused up.
Bit of Death, it's just a new camera. It's focusing out. We're trying our best. Yes, here, unfortunately, can't do everything, I'm afraid. So Kylo doing sloop there. Again,
4K.
Yeah, 4K. Sorry. Dale really wants to try and get
that iron turret off the board.
He wants to get iron off the board. Regulus there, 1979, saying nice move, Von Dale. I like it.
Von Dale.
I like it, Von Dale.
Really good use of Plo Koon there as a blocker, or attempted at least, but I think Vonreg might have just slipped through away. No, not quite.
No, it's going to bump, which means Plo's going to have CLT lined up.
And that's a strain token as well, so that's one less green dice.
Yeah. Did Dale go with the debris last turn with Kylo? I wasn't here, unfortunately, for the manoeuvres, so I can't tell you that one.
Because the ships were so congested, I couldn't see, so I didn't want to make a decision.
Both these players are very trustworthy, so it's... Yeah, I'm more than happy let those two decide on that one.
3 hits from Vonreg.
Yep.
And that looks like 2 damage on Major Vonreg, which is half points.
Yeah, it is indeed. Shield 1.
Just the 1 hull left.
Yeah, I'm going to try.
So it's not quite enough to bring Joel into the lead. Dale still holds that, but chipping away. The CLT from Plo Koon onto Backdraft, range 3.
Yep.
Spending a force, hitting a crit.
Not a kind
Oh, blanked out.
For Dale. Oof.
Backdraft losing 2 shields. Kylo now going to try and finish off Broadside. Range 1, 4 dice. Spends a force for hit, crit. That'll do it.
Yep.
Oh, 2 hits, 2 crits on Broadside. He only had 1 left, so he is gone. So he gets rid of the iron cannon turret, which was a threat. But on the positive, Broadside had dropped all his bombs.
Yeah, and that was Broadside's focus there, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dale really just quickly wants to get that iron off the board. We'll get those cards in that folder moved in just a second, guys. Sorry, it's there for now. Let these two play out this turn. But yes, he's going to try and, with Wolffe, try and get that range one shot. Oof. Here you go, 186. Is that Cormac, my friend, there? So yes, unfortunately, it did look like he missed it. So these two players, a lot of respect between them. They're both the same squadron. They're not going to mess up something like that.
Backdraft now down to half points.
Yep. Wampers. So yes, you will know exactly who I am because I've come visited you guys quite a few times.
Hit crit there.
Hit crit, yep.
On Wolffe, 3 shields and a crit.
And the crit is...
The damage engine.
That is not what Wolffe wants to see.
So brutal turn there. Vonreg going down to 1 hull, Backdraft going down to 2 hull. Then in return, Broadside being taken off and Wolffe heavily damaged. So that's interesting. Points at the moment are fairly close. Dale Cromwell's on 71, Joel North on 58. Game could go either way at this stage as we approach the 30-minute mark.
Yep.
We're running a little behind on the stream, Phil, compared to real.
Yep, I figured that one out. So Joel's in a really difficult place now. Wolffe with that damage engine limits that arc horrifically, especially since he sat in front of that debris. His blues are very limited now. He could have done a white hard out there if he needed to or something, but now, I mean, it's not that if he does that hard too, it will be stress no matter what. If he clips the debris across double stress, then he's really in trouble. Vonreg, although taking the damage down to 1, is in a very good place. He can come in right behind Plo, right in front of him, or sorry, right behind Plo, or he can come right into Wolffe. It's Vonreg, although in trouble, will at least do some damage on his way out. So yes, you still have Obi down the bottom there, who will trouble him. It will be a last ditch from Vonreg just going, I'm going to do damage, as much damage on the way out as possible. And he's still got Kylo in Backdraft. Backdraft has taken shields, of course, which is not good, but it's not the worst position in the world for Dale. But however, it's going to be a very interesting game from here on in. Both these players are just punching out either way.
Yeah. I think you might see a couple of turns of reposition now, try and get people's fleets back together. Pretty much, I think we'd see Backdraft and Kylo maybe in parallel, swinging back down and getting after Wolffe, trying to take him off. The reposition of the Jedi may help them once Vonreg's gone, but I don't think they really want to be jousting with Backdraft and Kylo, so we'll see the approach lines that are taken there.
You don't want to, but Dale will, because that's Dale.
Well, it's Joel that's got the resistance there.
Yes, but Dale will want
They'll
to
come
joust.
after him. Yeah.
Dale will want the joust.
Yeah.
Dale just... If you have never watched any of Dale's games, go back and watch them. They are just... Oh, he's fun to watch. Fun. He gives you heart attacks.
Yeah.
Like the man gives you heart attacks with some of his dice. But he is... Yeah, he's fun to watch. So, whilst they're sitting dials chat, who do you think's got the upper hand here, and who do you think's got the best position? Who do you think will win? Let us know in the comments down below. And of course, if you like what we do, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can find us on Facebook at the Firestorm Squadron Firecast, and of course on Twitter and YouTube. So Twitch and YouTube we do stream at the Firestorm Squadron Firecast. If you like what we're doing, again, just check out the like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to donate, again, click that link in the description there. It's all good fun, all go to a cause. We've been able to pick up a second camera for it, and we're all kind of like improving as we go along. So, Paul Striker, let's say it's a nice close game so far, but Obi and Plo can catch and hurt Kylo, or does Kylo just like behind them make a mess? It's going to be interesting either way. It's a very, very good point. I mean, personally, at the moment, I think Joel, although he may seem to himself down a little bit, I think he's in a better position. Plo and Wolffe on hull. Obi-Wan still fine. Both got CLT, there's no regen. However, it's not the worst position in the world to be in. Instead, with Vonreg being on one hull, Backdraft being on hull as well, it's not a good place, a good amount for Dale. Although if anyone can put that out, it's Dale. So Wolffe is just purposely going over the debris. He's got a damage engine, he can't hard out of it. He's just going to take the stress anyway. Does he take a crit for going over for his troubles?
Roll for the damage.
No, just
no damage
hit,
there.
which is fine.
No.
We are, of course, now running with the new rules, so with gas clouds, you will take that strain token if you roll a hit or an eyeball result, which I think is great. So Backdraft just doing a hard 2 there, just kind of keep out of it. He's going to
barrel in.
Barrel roll in, yep.
Let's come through. Question on chat about the sound. Can everybody hear Phil and I at the moment?
It's more what sound can you hear? Maybe we can stop it because I'm not sure what you're talking about in the chat there. Sorry, guys.
It may be a bit of rattle on your mic.
Maybe.
We're having some issues with that today.
Okay.
That's Plo Koon focusing up. Obi-Wan following him through. So maybe switching targets away from Vonreg, or just backing on Wolffe to kill him.
Yeah, he wants to try and get in and kill Backdraft as quick as he can. Tyrant's there, following as well, thank you very much. So random clicking, okay, and I'm a little hard to hear apparently, okay. It's a little weird cracks on my mic, okay, we'll look into that as we go along. Not a huge amount we can do right now, but we'll see what we can do. Apologies for that.
Here's Backdraft. Nope, sorry.
This is
Kylo coming in. A joust. Are you surprised by that film?
No. I mean, what did I say? Apart from always choose violence, Dale always chooses jousts.
Yeah, the sound on the mic is intermittent, so keep telling us when it comes up, and we'll try and work out what the issue is there during the lunch break.
Aye, for sure. Gungans versus Moncal, who's better at water sports? Very interesting question, but I'm going Moncal all the way. All the way.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I
Paul Striker,
can
joust,
never forgive
joust,
Gungans
joust.
for Jar Jar.
Yes,
So.
I mean, yeah. Hey, it's not as bad as the first one.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, I have a lot of beef with Phasma, but that's a different question for a different time.
Save that one for later on in the day.
Exactly, but yes, so Paul Striker going joust, 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 completely agree. Honourable joust, yeah.
Honourable
It's Dale.
joust.
It's Dale always goes for a joust, if it's honourable or not. Actually, with
Always
Dale-
goes for the joust, but in a sensible way. So that barrel roll there, I think, probably shuts off CLT.
it also takes him out of Obi's arc.
Yeah, so that's, it's a
This
sensible
hard one
joust.
here, though, this is key. Does it fit?
Does it fit? If it fit, he might not want it to fit.
He definitely wants it to fit, or else he can't get a shot in on Obi or Plo.
Then you get an arranged one shot back from Wolffe.
Yeah.
But again, at this stage, with Major Vonreg, you just want to get some damage and then get some. Someone needs to buy Dale a tiny lance and shield for his birthday. Possibly the best comment so far.
Yes. Yes, it is. So the other players are just trying to get everything all sorted out.
Using the torch to see if there's any light. That's a clever move.
Indeed.
Decided it's bumped.
Now, he will still have arc potentially on... Potentially still have arc on Plo, but no guarantee there. I think Joel has played that well.
So because the action was completed, that shuts down his ship ability as well, so he can't take that bonus target lock.
Vonreg does have arc on Plo at range 1 though. This is not good for Joel. Oh, not good at all. So hit.
Hit, three
hits
hits.
out of hand.
Into Plo.
Into Plo. That's 2 blanks.
Plo's gone.
Plo is... He spends it, Plo is out of it. Takes 2 hits no matter what he does.
Nabla operator, we're going to work on the sound issues during the lunch break.
Yeah, yeah, awesome. The word torch is much more evocative than flashlight, apparently. Well, welcome to England.
Completely relevant, and
Yes.
a fair point.
However, I think that's major though for Dale. He's not... Vonreg's not getting shot and he has just taken out Plo there. That is a big thing for Dale.
Yeah, it's a huge kill there. So just the range 2 shot on Backdraft.
And no CLT.
No CLT. 2 hull left, so perfect rolling.
Just the
1 damage.
And Dale just lets it out of it.
That punches through onto Backdraft, leaves him on 1 hull.
Yep, so Kylo into Obi. Potentially, or is he going to take the pot shot? Nah, he'll take range 2. Oh no, he's
He'll take range 3 on Wolffe.
Wolffe. Because Wolffe can shoot out and potentially kill Backdraft as
Good
well.
to, yeah, saving Backdraft if you can.
Just 2.
Optics for 2 hits. And
2
nothing
blanks.
coming in from Wolffe
Ooh.
there.
Tyrus, did he learn no lessons? No, it's Dale. Dale does
3
what Dale
damage. Wolffe still gets a shot back.
does. Yes, he's going to do it into Backdraft, try and kill Backdraft off.
So range 3 is subtracted. 2 dice versus 4.
Yep. So
Hit crit.
And Dale just rolling out
Just
of it. 'Cause it's
yeah,
Dale.
it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is
Backdraft returning the 5.
yeah, Backdraft returning at 20 minutes to go. Let's see how this goes here.
3 dice tower attack. Hit crit with Fanatical. Hit a crit into Wolffe. Dead Wolffe.
Dead Wolf. I mean, that's Dale, just Dale all over, isn't it?
Yeah. Direct
Dale
hit.
all over, just direct hit as well, just nailing him to the wall. Always choose violence. In Dale's
Choose
case, always
violence.
go from the always go for the jouster. I mean, violence paid off in a big way because now it's Plo versus Obi versus the world.
Obi versus the world. Tough game from here, I think, from
Yeah,
Joel.
although, Backdraft's on 1, Vonreg's on 1.
So there are some points to be killed there. You know, if you can last long enough. If you get an end game of Kylo versus Obi, that could be interesting.
It could be. And Obi's still got a shield as well. Has CLT. Has the Force. Kylo has the Force as well. If Joel next turn can kill off Backdraft or Vonreg, probably Backdraft, without taking anything in return, then it's a game.
Here comes Case.
If Dale can put damage through to Obi and not lose a ship, then I think it's bad over.
Yeah, I think Obi can afford to lose 1 shield, and
So
for that
if-
1 shield, he's got to kill both of the
Okay,
damaged
so,
ships.
so Wolffe here, 77, going and saying, I tune back in, the first words I hear are dead Wolffe. I mean,
Yep, and
great
that's
timing.
that's
Great
why I'm usually not on stream. So Wolffe, I tend to accidentally insult people. So my apologies.
No.
Welcome to the stream.
Because Wolffe died.
Yeah, but his name's Sir Wolffe.
Yeah, exactly. So dead Wolffe died. Dead Wolffe is dead.
Dead Wolffe is dead,
Dead
indeed.
Wolffe is dead.
Thank you,
Who's-
Sebon, for the follow.
So who's the good-looking lady on Joel's damage tech? That's Princess Leia.
They are very, very nice.
They are
card
pretty-
sleeves,
yeah,
though.
yeah. I always wanted the Palp Lightning ones, but I never got my hands
Oh
on
yes, very good.
them. They're very pretty.
So very quick planning phase there, straight into manoeuvres.
Yep. Plo doing the 4K.
Plo's got a good position on Kylo there.
Yep. Kylo's just going to barrel roll here, though.
And now he doesn't. Now Kylo's got the advantage there.
Well, he turns off CLT and has a range 1 shot.
X-Wing players, that is 11
Vonreg
minutes
does
remaining in the
go
round.
over.
11 minutes remaining in the round. As a reminder,
Thank you for the follow there. I won't try and butcher the name there.
No, I was having exactly the same discussion there. Eternal.
this afternoon. Thank you.
So,
Completely agree, Higo. The odds were not favouring that result.
yeah.
Good maths.
Yeah.
So evading there, trying to keep Vonreg in the game.
Vonreg critically not rolling a crit on that debris there. Because if not, it's game over for Vonreg. However, both Backdraft and Kylo have a nice shot on Obi there.
It's a really nice kill box.
Yeah, it's a nice kill box, and I don't believe this ends well for Joel.
Pursuant 1 and Cray Tastorfi probably murdered that one. Thank you very much for the follows.
Indeed, thank you everyone for the follows. It's always great to see and great to have you here.
Great turnout today.
Yes, it's great. It really is great. We love the support. It's really nice to see. It makes it all worthwhile. Joel
CLT,
here,
2 dice,
spends 1 on the Force to make it 3. Try and kill off Vonreg.
3 hits. Yep. Vonreg rolling the 4 dice because of
Yep.
range. I see paint.
It's Joel. It's a lot. Sorry, it's Dale. It's a lot of paint. Spends the evade. Has 2.
Yeah.
Still takes it though.
Still takes 1,
Still
just
takes
snuck
1.
in.
Just enough.
So Vonreg is gone. So that's the
Yep.
first part of the mission succeeded.
It's can he survive this part?
Can he survive this now? Yeah.
Oh no, oh no, that's not.
That's
not
4
good.
hits?
That's 4. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's 1 evade. Yep, takes the shield there.
Shield and 2, I think.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
that is not a happy
No,
place for Joel.
that's not what we wanted.
And then Backdraft with range 1 and rolling the extra dice out the rear here.
Yeah.
Spends the focus. It's just going to put him out. just going to put him out of his misery.
3 hits
Nothing
come out
Joel-
there. So
nothing-
it's got to roll perfectly here.
Yeah, almost nothing Joel can do about this.
It's got only 1 force.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm just 1 blank and it's just enough.
Quality. And there we go. Dale Cromwell comes up with a win.
It does indeed.
Phil, would you like to do the interview?
I can do.
Or would you like to go prepare? So it's either way.
No, I'll do the interview if you like, yeah, sure.
Sounds good. Because I need a coffee.
Yeah, coffee's always good.
Quality game though, guys, and thank you for your company on stream. We'll just take a pause while we set up some interviews. Oh, we'll be nice. We'll give them a couple of minutes to pack down. So, as threatened, I will now have to tell a joke to fill the dead time. So, what program did Jedi use to open PDF files? Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's enough. So we'll get some interviews in, and then we are breaking for lunch. I think we're back at 2:30 after the lunch break, but we'll confirm that as soon as possible. And I think Phil will be interviewing the players once they've packed their stuff up. So again, thank you for your company, and we'll speak after lunch.
No, I can't play against this. I played Mark at last year because he's got one of my cards taken. Because I gave him one of my cards. He got 5 control systems. And I thought this was a brilliant idea. We should rename it Firestorm control system. So I'm going to go tell Nick. It's like, it's actually a brilliant idea. It's not, it's a bit rock.
Did Nick show you which one button it was to change it back to the front camera?
The commentary camera?
Yes.
What I can't do is find the mouse.
The mouse is probably on that screen. Where is it?
There it is. So yeah, just go commentator only.
Oh, I've got this on. Hey man, how you doing?
Hey, you alright?
Yeah, good to see you, good to see you. So, that went a little well?
That was alright, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, do you want to talk about that last couple of turns? Honourable joust, went for it. Vonreg wasn't in the best position, but Kylo Backdraft getting those 2 range 1 shots. I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
No, it was good. I was going to actually, I was thinking to bug out with Vonreg after I got the first bump.
Yeah.
Or after he got the first bump, sorry. And I thought he might as well just take a piss shot. Got the bump on Wolffe, which I wasn't wanting, but actually worked out better because
Yeah.
it stopped me getting a return shot. So yeah.
This is very true, it's very true indeed. And of course, you know, we saw you want to take out Broadside and get that iron off the board as
Yeah.
quick as you could. I mean, for you, that's probably the biggest problem on the list, you think?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, any of them get on, there's host. Except maybe Backdraft, but yes.
Yeah. Of course, it's not fun having a bit of friendly fire second round in, playing
No,
Joel.
I know. But we practice. It's always good fun.
It's always good fun. And Joel's a lovely person as well, lovely to play against. Thoughts on Vonreg? You've been using now, this first tournament back?
Second game with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean he's a glass cannon really. He's not since FL, but he has to PS kill something or he is in trouble.
Yeah, and this thing people kind of get a little bit. They think he's either Sun fell for the first order, or if you use him as, he's just not that. It's a different way of flying him.
Yeah.
And of course, I know, for example, Chivers was playtesting for you because we've been playing an awful lot recently.
Yeah, we both made the list together basically. Both knew we wanted to take Vonreg and Kylo, and we both worked out that Backdraft would probably be the best wingman. So
Indeed. So, what do you think about Daredevil on the on Vonreg's title?
amazing.
That is stressful, but it gives you that hard one boost.
Yeah,
It's
but
just,
you don't care
it's
about
the same.
stress because you're not stressed from the second manoeuvre anyway. So.
Exactly. But again, thank you for joining us, man.
No worries, man.
Appreciate
Thank you.
Appreciate
Cool.
coming on.
Catch you later.
Indeed. So thank you guys for joining in and watching along. We'll have things coming along after the lunch break. Not quite sure what time we'll return. May get you along, may not. But until then, we shall turn things off and we shall see you in a bit.
That's good. Can I leave my shit somewhere here while I go get lunch?
Of course you can. If you want to put on the end there. Yeah. How's it going?
1-1, so yeah, so far so good.
That's alright. What have you been playing against?
The first round was pretty bad, that one win. The second round was 40-70, which was my lot. That's really, I've really struggled with like 4 beefy jousters with this list for some reason.
Yeah.
But oh well. Anyway, we'll continue. I'm going to nip to the loot and go and get to it. Are you saying, are you going for lunch? Do you want me to bring you back anything?
Yeah, I'll go for lunch in a bit, yeah. Well, I've actually got one down there. But, so I'm playing Neil's doing it.
Oh, you're playing Neil's doing the shit?
Yes. Yeah,
Pretty much the wrong person.
yeah, it's fine. We know it's Neil. Yeah, I just feel bad. It's been a